one to actually play for today. So what do you think? What do you think, everyone? What am I gonna do? So we have Call of the Void, we have Synapse, and we have Golden Dawn as like the 3 possible levels to play. Okay, we know that's
It's
the tower.
charging, but my thingy's
That's
blinking.
probably
What's
Synapse.
up with that?
And that's probably Call of the Void. Let's play the spooky
Is the
level
charging
first. Let's go
notification
Call of
just
the Void.
broken now?
And hope I don't regret this choice. This is actually Synapse. It's not even Call of the Void. Well, Moose Moose, great name. You tricked me into playing your level. Accidentally, of course, but now that I've selected it, I'm here for it. Ooh, you made your own music for this too? That's gonna be really fun. It tells me this is probably a very well-crafted experience then. You made your level, you made your own music. We've got a story, everyone! We've got a story! What a fall! I can't believe I'm not hurt. I know, right? Thankfully the water was here to catch us.
I forgot I was messing around with this and I forgot to change it back.
Mini spikes. Not gonna happen. Cute. I like it. I like the music so far.
I believe it was a
Mirrors,
Cosmo?
broken mirrors.
I don't remember the name.
You know, when I first played
Fuck.
like base game Celeste,
No, it's a
Vanilla
labyrinth.
Celeste, I
There
really
you are.
thought
Pale
that
Labby.
lighting up all these gems would do something. I thought that would lead to its own secret.
Reminds me of Labyrinth.
They're still in my brain. They're still in my mind as something I want to touch. Something I want to light up. Is this part of the background? Is this foreground? Are these actual spikes? Okay, I can go through them. Great. We've learned. You, very gentle start so far. Theo, what? Hey Theo, is it just me, or does something feel a bit off about this temple? I don't remember it being this plain. Who is Theo? Who are? No, this is Dr. Thompson speaking.
CN Diva. I'm playing Chinese.
What?
I'm playing English.
Exactly, what? It seems that you've forgotten what I've told you since you fell asleep. Let me remind you. You volunteered to try a new form of psychotherapy known as synthetic sleep therapy.
I don't have any Chinese decks. I don't know what the best thing in Chinese would be anyways as well. There's 21 people online. I don't get what people do when they hang around, when they just go online and then they don't even do anything. Close the dang program.
Reborn itself from the grave. Can also summon from the hand. So you do want to be careful about Bestials, as we have the Fia Diabel going to be boosting up the Diabels. Triple tactics style with the draw 2. Into the thrust. Are we thrusting into a grass? Bro, you don't play grass? There's no grass in your deck? We're grabbing a reasoning instead? Holy moly. Reasoning, the opponent declares a level, and we mill until we have a monster that is summonable. Continually milling. What did we declare? Level 3. That's definitely going to miss. Now, this card being milled is great, because if you could set this card if you have a 2,500 attack on the field. Well, if this is in the graveyard, you can just set it by paying 2,500 life. And then with the 2,500 original attack or defense on the field, this will spell trap or monster negate. So that does work with the Diabelles, even though she's boosted, because she originally is 25. We have transaction rollback to copy a trap in the graveyard. Curse of Diabelle searches for the Filia Diabelle. He does play grass. He wanted the reasoning instead. And you know what? The reasoning milled more than what a grass would. Let's freaking go. Here is Diablo Star. Curse of Diabelle, triggering to search our deck for Play the Diabelle. As the Diablo Star sets into the backcourt, Deception, Sinful. Let's further flip it up, tribute off the Diablo Star, as the Ball Drake is now going to banish away the Diablo Star. We're going to use the Blackout Laughs, declaring Bestial Ball Drake. Neither player could activate the effects of monsters while on the field. Now, the Ball Drake still comes out, but its effect on field of being able to banish a monster from the extra deck, no good. Now, Hollowed Azamina, summon the Rosala Go, as the Ball Drake cannot even activate. Rosala going into our deck. Let's grab the Wanted Seeker, further searching for... Oh, we have another copy. What the heck? We have one banished, and the other is in our freaking hand. Let's freaking go. Wanted Seeker is going to return back the Deception Sinful. Let's Azamina Debtors come forth and summon into Sylvia. We have our Omni Negate, tribute off to negate anything. As the Diabelle is going to banish 3 spells to special summon Diablo Star Vengeance, which already activated to try to reborn from the graveyard. Banish 3, special summon Diabelle from the hand or grave. What the heck? Bestial stopped your effect. And we're also going to activate the effect on summon, which is whenever you want. Destroy any card in the field that the opponent controls. Summon a Synchro Tuner from the extra deck. We have the Dragon's Mind, which you can only use the effect once per turn if you have multiple copies for the Omni Negate. What's going on? What is all of this back row? Sinful Maureen will flip down a special summon monster. We have the Vengeance, which will be able to destroy any card in the field. We have the Poplar, which could go into the Snake Eye Vengeance. Yes, Snake Eye Vengeance will then be able to put a monster on the field into the back row.
A good hand.
We then have the Azamina Determination, which is, I believe, a fusion summon into a possible disruption. We have the Dragon's Mind, which will negate anything, mate. And then we have the Sinful Spoil Awakening. If your opponent controls 3 or more monsters, and you control a level 5 or higher illusion monster, target up to 3 and return them back to the hand. So at least 6 disruptions.
Is that fucking Gloomy fucking Megvoid?
We have
What?
to at least have 3 monsters on the field. Let's tribute off the Jerusalem for the...
Why is she wearing her bikini on the front? What is she, a superhero?
The Omni Negate Sylvia. Big on. As we're now going to chain Ball Drake to banish away that Sylvia.
Anyway, I'd be an idiot not to do this.
Crazy here. Are we going to get rid of
are they playing Pure White? I'm pretty sure they're playing Pure White.
We are going to use the Morian to flip down the Lubellion. Dean Smith.
Well, there's no black, so...
That with the Dragon's Mind, if we have an original 2500 on the field, negate whatever we want, mate.
Oh no, wait! I just realized, this deck still plays off the graveyard really well. I don't think deck out is a thing I can do here.
Transaction rollback is another disruption as it copies the effect of Curse of Diabelle. All I know about this card is that when sent to the grave, it searches. We don't use the other effect ever, but we just did. What the heck was that effect? Destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls, not just monsters. All face-ups destroy...
That's fucking Gloomy Megvoid!
That alone makes me want to play this deck. Holy moly. And return back the Dippity as we're going to Poplar Forest Synchro Summon.
Is that really her design now? That's an ugly-ass outfit. What the fuck?
And summon the Sylvia. As we now go into the Snake Eye Vengeance. Snake Eye Vengeance could put a monster into the back row.
Is this the new way to play Mono White Towel?
Face down. Face down you go with Silvera. Sent to the back row, Azamina Determination is going to summon the Saint Azamina. Saint Azamina has a quick effect of being able to summon from the deck or extra deck the turn it is summoned. That's exactly what we're doing. We're going to summon the Moa Regina. Moa Regina. In response to a Sinful Spoil or Azamina card, you have to do the direct chain link to the card.
Guys, look at Towel when she's level 3.
Destroy them. That's exactly what we're doing. We have no chain link block, no Bestial, and wiping away the entire...
As you can see, she's fucking...
This deck is not... I mean, I think
she's
that
fucking
it's
flat
only
as
nuts
fuck.
if you resolve a Reasoning, or a Monster Gate, or a Grass Looking Greener, but that's 3 Reasoning, which is limited to 1 in TCG. That's 3 Monster Gate, which is limited to 1 in TCG. So we have 7 cards, plus Thrust to help search for them if the opponent has a monster on the field. That really did change the trajectory of this duel, having a Bestial on the field so that the Thrust could grab the reasoning. But damn, you resolve one of those, you easily win. So my big question is, Marco, do you want to go second with this deck, right? Just so you can ensure that the Thrust is going to further increase your chance of being able to search for one of those much-needed cards to mill your deck to pop off?
Gumi
Let's
confirmed
see if
padding
Team
her
Flex forces
chest.
Marco to go first. Branded, regained, pass. What? You what, Meg? Filia Diabelle searching for Diabelles. Diabelle's going to be sending to the graveyard the Morium, which could reset itself back on the field. The White Witch will further send from the deck the Diablo Star Vengeance, which we're going to Ghost Spell negate. First we had a Bestial, now we have the Ghost Spell, stop it from reborning. Now the Fiendsmith in Paradise does absolutely nothing. You have the Filia Diabelle boosting up the field. And so your question was, if he didn't mill, would his field have been as crazy? Well, as you can see, we didn't really pop off here. We would have had the Diablo Star Vengeance, sure, which would be able to pop and then go into another disruption. And then whatever we hard drew into, not part of our main combo is what we have. Dragon's Mind, being able to negate. Super Poly, nothing to discard. So we also have Droplet, double disruption. The White Witch herself does nothing. Besides give you destruction protection if you control another Diablo. And J-Flex. What the heck is going on? Max frequency. You have Dragon's Mind negating the Max C. Spell, trap, or monster effects while we have a 2500 original on the field. That is a negate. Now, we are not even able to reborn our Diablo Star Vengeance. Because she needs to banish a spell and trap card from the hand or graveyard. Which means we would have to get one of these spells in the graveyard. We can't. So that's it. We're going to have to pass. There you go. This is a graveyard deck. There we go. Primite Barrel off the top of the deck. By allowing Droplet to be activatable, the Diablo Star is coming out next turn. That's it. Now, Diablo Star is not going to summon a monster from the extra deck. That's going to be a problem. Because in order to summon a monster from the extra deck, you have to have another Diabelle on the field. So it's just going to be a quick effect destroy at the cost of half of your life. But with the Diablo Star Vengeance on field, we could reset the Dragon's Mind. We'll at least have an Omni Negate plus pop a card in the field. Negating the effect of Requiem through the activation of our Impulse. Let's replay back onto the field our Deception Sinful. Curse of Diabelle. We're going to be banishing a spell and trap. Reborn back in the field. We will also, the Curse of Diabelle triggers when banished. That's nuts. We're going to be searching for the Lenka Diabelle. Popping away the Fiendsmith in Paradise, resetting the Dragon's Mind onto the field.
Honestly, I'm gonna deck him out.
Pop, plus an Omni Negate. And now you have the card to discard for the Super Poly. So triple disruption. Magnum Hut, 25-25. Let's go even. That's a great negate. You do not want that out, mate. Get it. And also stopping the regain from drawing. No draw for you. Vengeance, wiping
It does
away
need
the
to be a
regain
full thing because,
as we now win the duel. Very well done.
or actually, not the draw phase. It
Azamina
should be
Diablo
enough if they
Star
don't
deck.
draw anything.
Nuts.
Phaleg again. I
Limited
thought
to one
Phaleg.
reasoning in
Oh no,
TCG.
it's
Limited to
Ophiel.
one monster gate in TCG. We have them both at 3. This is the deck you're all sleeping on. Sidekicks versus, I have no idea what the heck is this. Parallel Teleport. Parallel Teleport will tribute a sidekick to special summon from the deck. Okay. Going second. This is Malice. Pre-banless Malice. They got the ransom. We're going to clap them up. Archer adding back to the hand here, but we got them under the effect of Maxi, and they were not able to stop the. It's another issue with Malice is against Full Loss. They're able to make a ransom, then pass. They'll
It is
have to
vanished.
make a White Binder instead. Let's set up the GW further. He's cooking. He's going all the way. As we know how broken the deck is, well, you know, we are under Droll, though, so it's not a big deal. Ransom, even though we don't are able to search, we are still wanting to make this because of how broken it is. Let's further go into the Splash Mage. Flash it up. Do we play the one that's triple
Do they
dark?
have a guard again?
Triple dark fusion? We do not. So we're only going to be able to fuse 2 bodies onto the field. Like Binder, banishing, Cryptor, Ransom, come back. Ransom's going to pull a monster from the deck by banishing it. So we already banished it. We're going to be reburning back the White Binder. And so we're going to set up GW. Oh my jeez, please just end this. Firewall, Lingeribo, Firewall return back.
Hell yeah.
Come to me. Further going into the Allied Code Talker Ignister. Reborn. Reborn. That's it. Let's see what Earl GB could do. We have the emergency teleport. We're going to Super Poly right away in the draw phase, using away the Red Ransom and the Allied Code Talker. As we now have our Garura on field, let's now activate Max C. They're going to chain in response to Max C, cross out, designate, negate the C. As you then chain our own Max C. We're going to chain to their Max C. You're not. You're allowing it. Here we go. Droll is still popping up on the screen from the previous turn. Are we good? That's very slow. Wow, it's still happening. Jam, extreme session as we now emergency teleport summon from the deck. In response, we got a GWC, reborning a banished or engrave. That's going to be our White Rabbit. As we now summon the Mind Procedure. Mind Procedure can search our deck for another teleport. MTP is going to non-target banish thee. As it was already summoned. Wait, we did not have a link on the field to even get the banishment with. You love me? Banish 3, Red Ransom. We have Cryptor. Cryptor's going to be the non-target banish here. There we go. Red Ransom Search, White Rabbit Reborn. Super Poly fuse up with their field again. Do it again. This card, we're going to use the Mind Procedure. We're going to summon the Axon Kicker Oracle. How good is this card? 1000 attack. That can't be good. After this card's fusion, summon it gains 1000 for each Synchroic Season link used as its material until the end of the next turn. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When your opponent would special summon, you can negate the summon and banish. If this fusion summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish a teleport to then special summon this back onto the field. Okay. You won. Got our mini little boost here. Since we used a non-extra deck Psychic. So now go to type it. How can we win this? How can we win this? 3,500 life. Garura draw a card. Teleport Fusion is here. March Hare banished in the graveyard. Bam. 2,700 to the face. Not enough for lethal, but at 200 life, any banished small malice costs 300 life to come back, and the bigger ones cost 900. The only play that we could do is GWC gain life points. If we don't gain life points with GWC, we're not activating any of our mouse banish effects. Can't do anything. So when calculating lethal against malice, always check if you could drop them to 300. Lizard Dose is banishing Droll to reduce the Oracle to 0. Okay. We are going to be banishing the Dormouse. We can't bring it back. Back up Ignister, further searching for the Wizard.
Oh right, I completely forgot to use
Access
this.
the codes.
Whatever.
Boost if we want to. Ooh, negate the summon and banish it off the field just like that. Ain't no way. Link 4, be gone. Very well done. Allure of, he had to battle over it at least. When your opponent would, if the fusions, if it sends the graveyard by battle, it just reborns back at, oh, its attack and defense was reversed. It's actually normally a 29. You freaking what? Okay. Lethal damage. All done. Get a battle over it first. Alright. Very interesting. I think a lot of people are also quitting Shadowverse, right? Are there any ex-Shadowverse players in chat? Are you still playing it?
Why would anyone move from any
Witness
card game to
Engage.
Yu-Gi-Oh? It's usually the other way around, isn't it?
Now, I guess we can count this as a disruption. It's a banish in the graveyard if we want to, right? Yes, target opponent's monster engraved, banish it. We return multiple cards in the field, actually have the Lemon Escape, control and lock for them. We could pop a card in the field, go into another form of disruption with the Lemon Escape triggering engrave. It's about 5 disruptions, and we can't even lava gold them. Whoops. Ilia Diabel. Summon from the deck if only your opponent controls a monster. Galvastar Vengeance, pop a card in the field. So we're now down to 4 disruption. Holidays Amina could use the Diablo-Star Vengeance, which could reborn itself back from the grave as long as we have a trap to banish from the hand or grave. Ursala Go will go into the deck unless it gets negated. Widow Anchor, negate, not today, mates. Is that the end of our play? We have no trap to banish to reborn back. Now we can Lava Golem, though, so they lost a lot of disruption, as they just have the Lemnis Gate. Now, you may be thinking, if they have a monster in their main zone, they can't activate this, right? Well, they forgot to put that restriction. It could activate whether they have a monster or not. Let's haul it as Amina. Send to the graveyard the Diablo Star Vengeance we put in the back with the Snake Eye Chase. As we now summon, what the heck is this? On summon target a card in the field and send it to the graveyard. Get rid of the multi-roll. Let's Lemnis Gate. Returning 8 cards. 8 cards will then bounce 2 cards in the field back to the hand. Give the Lava Golem back. I don't want it. It's actually a standby phase to Reborn. No, not Reborn. Add back to the hand the Diablo Star Vengeance. Okay. It was almost nuts. Now, Asamina's got nothing. 0 play. At 4,000 life. Is this the way? Hayate is going to send from the deck to the graveyard the Widow Anchor as we now go to main phase 2. Engaging a linkage into our hand +1. Let's thrust another engage. Let's engage, search our deck, plus draw an additional card. Upstart Goblin is here. Kagari, add back the engage. Holy plusage. Continual, non-stop pot of greeds. Again, pot of greed, pot of greed. Upstart Goblin, draw again. As we set the Metal Foe Fusion, then send it to the graveyard, trigger its effect, draw a card.
That sucks.
We have more than one, or we had that? Okay.
They were playing some
Return itself
10k.
back to the deck. That's what it do. Camellia is here. We're going to linkage, send Camellia to the graveyard to summon from the extra deck a 0. 0 on summon can add a Sky Striker card from the graveyard or deck. We're going to grab the Lemnis Gate, reset it back onto the field mate, and we're going to reset the Widow Anchor, reset the linkage. Now, understand this ruling. If you use linkage, you can attempt to send the Widow Anchor, but it will get banished, and then you're not going to summon anything from the extra deck. So make sure you don't make that play. We've seen it. Hollowed Azamina. Be returning back the Azamina Fusion as we now reasoning. Clearing level 7. Well, level 7 Diablo Star, we called it correctly.
It's a really
now
good
sends the
Signy.
graveyard instead of being on the field. Azamina's going to send the Diablo Star Vengeance. We still don't have a Trap and Grave. We need a trap. With the Trap and Grave, we can summon our Diablo Star Vengeance from the hand or grave. Ursala Go should hopefully go into some sort of trap play, but it can't because it keeps on getting negated. Negate and taking control of... We know we gave them back Lava Golem, right? We did that. Okay. Let's Lemnis Gate again. Returning 1 card in the field back. We're going to keep the Lava Golem this time. 3,500 surely will have enough. The linkage is not enough. What the maxi is. We can't linkage. You have to have no monsters in the main zone to even use it. Very well done. 1-0. Let's go. Alright. Ilia Diabel, as we're going to Dramatic Snake Eye Chase, we're going to use the Hollowed Azamina. Let's Ursala Go. Let's go into the Ursala Go, as we're going to Ash negate that mate. Ain't no way. Let's reasoning it up. Declaring level 7. We're going to mill until we have something special summonable. This can be massive, as we're continually milling an endless onslaught of cards to the graveyard here. Now, there has to be something summonable. Lava Golem does not count. It doesn't end there, because this would not be special summonable. Keep on going. We're going to go down to 1 freaking card. There we go. Diablo Star. We called it correctly. Level 7. Wanted Seeker, return back a Sinful Spoil to draw a card. We have Foolish Barrel Goods. We're now going to activate the Azamina Determination, set onto the field Deception. We're going to Sinful Spoil Subdual to return the spell back to the hand. I don't, was the card setting it, making it not activatable? It cannot be activated this turn. It is set, but then returned back to the hand. It is now activatable. Okay, makes sense. Deception Sinful, triggered off Ursala Go. Let's grab another Determination. Azamina returned back to Ursala Go, as we now have the Hollowed back. Let's Hollowed, summon Saint Azamina. The turn it summon, it could summon a monster from the extra deck. We're going to go into the Moergina, Diablo Star Vengeance, Reborn back onto the field. As we trigger Filia Diabel, so the Diabel's White Force is not going to get the attack boost since we summoned it later. We're going to be sending from the deck of Morian, which can reset itself back onto the field. As we have Deception resetting itself also. Now, the Saint Azamina could be quite interesting. Your opponent cannot target cards in their field, their grave, or their banishment. Let's say they were to summon a Lacrima. Lacrima targets a card in the grave or banishment. That wouldn't even be activatable. Or this card on the field with card effects. And your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken. What that means, because you're familiar with Yubel, you're like, okay, you swing this in. That's all your monsters. You could summon a bunch of tiny little white forest monsters and just swing them in, and they're going to take all the damage that you would be taking. We could pop a card into a synchro, we could flip a monster face down, we could pop multiple cards on the field. Have the Moa Regina getting bounced back into the extra deck, though, for a Garura to draw a card. Upstart the Goblin. Some Sky Striker players are not playing Upstart because of Droll Lockbird. We're going to Widow Anchor and chain the linkage. As we're going to chain the Diablo Star Vengeance, so we now need to put another card into the field because the linkage needs something to send on resolution. Goodbye to the Widow Anchor and the Black Coat Laughs. Now, this is quite interesting. Did we just deny Diablo Star Vengeance from not only popping the card, but also we now can't summon a monster from the extra deck to go into another form of disruption? Let's read how the card works. You are going to target a card, destroy it, then, if another Diabell is on the field, which it is, you can special summon a Tuner Synchro. Well, nothing after then ever happens if you don't perform before the then. We didn't destroy it, thus then we do nothing. Negate the St. Azamina, negate the White Forest. And because Shurit understands this ruling, he didn't waste a negate on Diablo Star Vengeance, knowing that it was not going to summon from the extra deck. Summon a Hayate, take control of the Diablo Star Vengeance. We're going to use the Azamina Determination. He's guessing what he's going to summon. Now, what's interesting about the Black Coat Laughs is it does not negate, it prevents the activate, thus you have to predict what they would summon for the extra deck to stop it from activating before they even summon it. Since this card on summon would send the Hayate to the graveyard, that's what we are suspecting they would want to summon. We are going to be summoning another Saint Azamina? What the heck? More than one on the freaking field? What the? Special summon to Sylvia. Or you flip down the Vengeance. Bro, what'd you do? What did you do? This card was negated. You flipped it down, you flipped it back up, it's not negated. Now, surely Shurit can't activate it, right? Can. He can. You can only use each effect once per turn. You means the player. So it says Moy and Shurit can only use this effect once per turn. And the effect is you are going to be pay half your life, then target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. Then, if another Diabell's on the field, you can optionally summon. We can destroy any card in the field if we want, right now. First, going to take out the Sylvia. Then we could activate the effect to pop a card in the field. Let's take out the Diabell's White Force, send from the deck the Ray. The question is, did we want to pay half our life points? Which I guess he didn't want to. We're now going to go into Zeke. The negated St. Azamina is targetable. Ziku's going to be searching in the end phase for... I can't search for linkage, because linkage is already in the graveyard, otherwise that's what we would want to do. We're now going to Sinful Spoil Awakening, reset onto the field. We didn't chain the Lemnis Gates within the end phase activated. The Lemnis Gates. Why couldn't we activate this? We were supposed to, but we didn't. Did we mistake? No. Target.
Going first was really lucky there.
Target your Sky Striker cards and return
If I went second, I would have had a much harder time,
the St. Azamina says,
even with Alpha activated.
We discard target's cards in the grave. Kagari targets the engage, right? Engrave to add it back? Can't do that. Can't add back. Oh my Jesus. All the different ways that the St. Azamina could win the duel. What the heck? Azamina. The deck name is here. It is all about this. What the heck? Fusion summon this or special summon by tributing one St. Azamina you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. That is a kaiju-like effect. 1500 or